All right, we are live. What's going on, everybody? Late today. Not totally out of character for me. I wish I wasn't late. And look, just came here and I'm already stuck on somebody's line. It's amazing. There's no way I'm breaking that line. All right, let's see what we have. We have. Good morning, Fine Joy. Well, congratulations. Uh, oh, your kid graduates today? That's awesome. That's awesome news. I'm still about 5 years away from that with my wife. Congrats. That's awesome. No longer a baby now. That's it. Gonna run off now. Hey, what's going on, Baker? What's up, Miguel? Welcome in. Sorry I'm late, guys. Just I'm habitually late. I got. Just gonna try to catch a. I brought 3 rods with me. I brought an ultralight rod. I brought a bass rod, and I brought a rod that I'm gonna try to catch a carp on. Oh, elementary school. Oh, nice. Oh, that's nice. My kid's in first grade. His school has three grades. Yeah, still a baby then. Definitely still a baby. That's awesome. I'm not sure if this rig is great for carp, but that's all I have. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Well, congrats still. Yes, always be a baby. Exactly. They do get a little meaner when they get older. Like my 13-year-old, but it is what it is. Always be a baby. All right, let's try to catch something today. Lift my spirits up. Let's see what we got. We got corn. Uh, I'm just gonna throw this out there with a bunch of corn on it. If it works, it works. I grabbed this extra rod just for today. 22 people in the live stream. Welcome in, guys. Hope everybody's having a good day. We're just starting to fish. We are just starting to fish. Hey, Ron, what's up? What's going on? Well, good morning, Ron. Good to see you, man. It's the day Grumpy's gonna try to catch his first carp. But I also have 2 other rods, so we'll just have fun. I can't. Jeez, I keep dropping corn. It's just. I mean, I'm not like an alcoholic. My hands are not shaking. Why do I keep dropping it? Hey, what's going on, Danny Peru? What's up? You got it anytime, Ron. I think I'm like I don't know much about YouTube. I mean, I do know a little bit, but anything I know, I'm glad to teach. Sometimes I even try to teach people things I don't know. If you know what I mean. All right, listen. There might be carp in this puddle. Bloop. Now, if we do get a carp, I have no idea how I'm going to land that thing. No idea what kind of line I have on this rod. It's like one of those $30 Cabela's gold label rods. I don't know if you know, but you used to be able to buy one of these for like, I used to go trout fishing with these. But hopefully nothing big eats this, because I bought this combo for like, I did change the line on it, but like I bought this for like $30 from Cabela's. I don't know, about 17 years ago. Still works. Just gotta make sure it doesn't fly away. Of course, I forgot my rod holder. All right. Well, one rod is in. Hey, what's going on? Who else is here? Do the damn. What's ever going on, man? Is your name Donald, then? All right, let's try this. I'm gonna stop blabbing, and I do have a bass rod on me. I mean, worst case scenario, I'm gonna get a carp, and that rod just flies off into the distance. It flies off into the lake. What's the worst thing that can happen, right? Let's try catch a bass. I'm at the same spot where I caught my PB bass on a whatchamacallit. What did we catch him on? We caught him on a clover flower. So now we have real bait, so we know nothing's gonna work now, right? And I caught that thing like right there. You guys remember that? I still need to make a short about it. Hmm. Yeah, they nuked all weeds in this pond, which is a great thing. But at the same time, I don't know if any carp are gonna bite now. I was fishing with this pedal tail yesterday. Yeah, what I want to do is I want to throw a Senko on Wacky Rig and see if we can catch a bass. Just have some fun. Let's see what else is in here. Corn and flour for bait. Um, I'm using corn. What I did this morning, I made like a little chum with cereal, corn, and some bread. I know it's not a proper carb chum, but I had about 5 minutes to do it because I was already running to my live stream, so that's what I did. And I don't know. We'll see what happens. The problem with me is I don't really prepare for things, as you guys probably figured it out by now. So I basically set myself up for carp fishing, not ever being able to catch a carp before for 5 minutes. And I opened a can of fresh corn, threw that in the Ziploc bag, and I headed out here. Let's see. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go grab a Senko worm, and we'll just. This is actually a really nice hook, and we'll fish the Senko Wacky Rig. Haven't caught a bass on a Wacky Rig Senko in a long time. Jeez, there's so many branches here. Who else is in here? We got Danny Peru. We got Do the Dan. We got Rano. We got Finding Joy. We got MN Picker. Wet cat food works for chum. Go to Ron work day today. Got it. All right, Ron. Thanks for stopping in, man. I appreciate you. As always. I hope you have a good day at work. Wet cat food works great for chum. Yes, that is for true. Unfortunately, I don't have a cat. Might have to get a cat. Or just get cat food, right? All right, let's see what we have. I want a Wacky Rig a Senko. Let's try this color. Let's see what happens. I know there are bass out here. So yeah, my carp rod is right there. 2 hooks size 8 with a bunch of corn on it, and I chummed it up a little bit. Who else is in here? That's it. 11 people on the live stream. Hopefully you guys stick around. Maybe we'll catch a fish. And of course, I have my ultralight rod just in case things don't go as planned, and we can just catch some panfish. That's good enough. All right, let's try it. Let's try not to get stuck on a log, though. "18 people. Hey, DCP, what's up? Good morning, DCP. Thanks for stopping in, man. No guarantees today, but I'll try to catch you all a fish. I'm using a Wacky Rig Senko, which I usually don't use. But yeah, they nuked this lake with a past growth. Like all the seaweed's gone, all the weeds are gone. I don't know how that affects the fish, though. Actually, you know what? I might end up on a tree here. Let me bring this thing a little closer to me. Oh, Mr. Turtle. That's a baby snapping turtle. He just as soon as he saw me, he doesn't want to be on the internet. Yeah, there he is. It's a baby snapper. I know a snapper when I see one. He's already looking for something. Look at him. Oh, he's gonna climb up on the log. Oh, that's so cute. Look. Lucky. Come on, climb up on the log, dude. Hey, he wants to eat my Senko. My Senko's right there. All right, let me zoom out. That was cool. I would start off today with just ultralight fishing, but I really want to try this Wacky Rig Senko. I feel I might be able to catch a fish on it. I don't know what I did here. Hold on, gang. And how I did this. Oh, no, I'm good now. I know there's bass here because we caught a huge one last time. That was the last time I was here when I caught that gigantic 5-pounder on a super ultralight rod. There has to be a lot of bass here. Look at that guy. He's just chilling. All right, he finally. No, he's still around. I thought he skedaddled out of here. Look at him. He also wants to be in the live stream. Hmm. We're gonna fix it until my phone dies. All right, let me cast this thing out, let it drop. Meanwhile, I'm gonna set up my ultralight rod. I left my bail open. I don't think it's going anywhere. Let's set up my ultralight. This way we can do all kinds of fishing. Let's see. What should we do with our ultralight today? My kids were running around my ultralight rod in the garage, and of course, somehow, at least it's not broken, but somehow it managed to be snapped. The line snapped. So that's the usual. Getting ready for work. We'll tune in again. Got it. Thanks, DCP. Thanks for hanging out, man. Who else is in here? She, you can hang out too? I'm bumming today till lunchtime. After that, I gotta go like about 12 o'clock. I gotta work. I got a job. Don't know what that job entails yet, but might be working for a while. Oh wait, let me zoom out. I'm sorry, guys. No, everybody's gonna leave, Grumpy. Oh, Grumpy, Grumpy. I gotta get my stuff ready the night before because my kid gets on the bus at like 7:40. So technically, I can be live by 8 o'clock, unless I have a job before that. All right, guys. Next time, I promise I'll be live earlier. I apologize, and I'll be catching your fish. I just want to set my ultralight rod up. I wonder if a turtle's gonna eat my Senko. They do have good salt content. Did I just dropped my line all the way down. Anybody ever do that? And Grumpy's blind. Grumpy is blind. Unfortunately. Yeah, that's been happening to me more often as I got older. Just can't when you fish ultralight, you can barely see this line sometimes, right? I've seen carp cruising here before. We saw it on a live stream actually. That's why I came here with a setup for carp. We'll see if that works or not. But yeah, I do not like. The only thing I don't like about this is that I don't have like a little bell on my rod to let me know there's a fish on it. All right, go. Now, what am I going to throw on my ultra? Hold on, guys. One sec. Oh, what a mess. Jeez. You know what? How about just throwing on a Berkeley tube or something different? What do you guys think? What a mess. I haven't cleaned my ultralight pack in a long time. Jig heads. I really don't have much selection today. It's a little saddening. You know what? We might as well fish with a tube. Hold on. See what I have in here. Uh, Might as well fish with a tube. Or you guys want to fish with a fly? Let's fish with a fly first. Remember the fly found on live stream? Let's try that. I'm gonna try a magnet. All right, try a magnet. Hey, what's going on, Survival Empire? Good morning. Hope everyone's having a good day. What's going on, Mrs. Scooter? How you doing? Good morning. Who else is in here? Mrs. OnlyFans. Good morning, Mrs. OnlyFans. Thanks for stopping in. We are just taking it slow. I don't know. I brought out a carp rod. I brought out a bass rod. And I brought out an ultralight rod. Uh, we're just going through the motions right now. And I'm setting up my ultralight rod. If nothing bites, at least we'll catch fish in an ultralight. I'm gonna use this Mr. Fly that I found. Actually brought worms with me. We might as well mess around with those too. Hmm. How do I want to put on my fly? That looks good. Sort of. I don't know. Looks. This looks a little better. Upside down? Why not? Oh, look. Mr. Turtles is here. All right. Let's try this out. What's the worst thing that can happen, right? The worst thing that can happen, I can hook into another lunker bass. Oh, ultralight's so good. You guys want to hook into a turtle? Oh, scared the crap out of her. I will be here for a little bit more. Then I gotta go. Well, I got it. Mika, I appreciate you hanging out, man. Hey, who else? I sadly must go now fishing with you. Hey, finding joy. Once again, congratulations on your kid graduating. That's awesome. Enjoy the graduation. I'll catch you later. I might be here for another hour, probably a couple hours actually. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. It's going quite slow. Oh, fish, 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 fish. We got a crappie. All right, we do have one. There you go. All right, looks like they're gaining their weight back. This one is decent. There you go. Beautiful fish. All right, okay, that's why I like to fish with monoline. You never hurt them. It's nice and stretchy. All right, well, at least I caught you a fish. Once again, Joe, if you're still in the live stream, congrats on your kid graduating. It's awesome. All right, you know what? Let me check my bass rod. At least we got a crappie. Let's check the bass rod. Next thing you know, there's something on it. Hold on. Here. Oh, I left the bail open. I was like, what the hell's going on? Grumpy, why you do this to yourself? Hey, what's going on, Anthony? Thanks for the flower. That's awesome. Thank you, Anthony. It's really nice of you. Anthony and Klima, I appreciate it. Sorry I missed it right away. Thanks, man. Much appreciated. Checking my carp rod for some action or motion. I don't see anything yet. I have a wacky rig on that rod, on this rod. That? Let's see. I'm gonna keep checking. Oh, this is the place where we caught the humongous bass. Never know him. I gotta make a short about that fish. That was an awesome catch. Oh, that was a bad cast. Gonna let it drop. All right. At least it's not super hot. Man, some days in Jersey you get that 85% humidity, 95-degree weather, and you don't feel like fishing on those days. I'm gonna pull this out and cast my ultralight in. We'll change up the baits too. So my kid's YouTube channel, he decided to start making because he plays basketball. He started making YouTube shorts. I'm wondering if YouTube is because his channel is connected to my channel. His channel blew up. He got like 500 subscribers in a matter of a week. And all of a sudden, my views completely disappear from my channels. So I'm wondering if it's a some sort of a double dip reverse method. The YouTube took my views and gave it to him because my accounts are technically under my email. Welcome in, guys. I got the 14 people on the live stream. Feel free to talk, ask questions, make comments. And I'm gonna pull this out and we're gonna fish with ultralight. The bite is a bit slow, but we're trying everything today. Just wacky rig fishing. If you guys want, I can catch you a fish with vegetation. We can try that. You know what? Let me cast this thing to the side. Maybe something will eat it on the drop. There you go. Just gonna let it sit here. Probably not the best idea, but watch some sort of carp will eat it. What I'll do is we can try catching a fish with this. What do you guys think? I think I can catch a fish with this. First, let's just cast out a regular lure, and then we'll try to mix it up. All right, fly going out. Trophy fly, I must say. Let's do it. Trophy flies in the water now. Fish. We got a fish, boys and girls. Let's see. Is that a crappie? Yep, another crappie on a trophy fly. Fly's doing work today. There you go. See? It's the silliest lure. And believe it or not, I found it right at this pond on the bank. Got us another fish. Two crappie. Let's keep trying. Let's keep trying. Nice and slow retrieve. Got another one. There you go. That's also feels like a crappie. Oh, it's a big one. Big crappie. Come on. Double tap that like for that crappie. Woo, look at that. Two casts, two fish. That's a pretty good size crappie. See, that's what I'm using. Just a little fly that I found on the bank here. And there's your fish. Relax, buddy. That's crappie number 3. There you go. Nice fish. I'm glad they're getting their thickness back after the spawn. They were looking quite skinny before. All right, let's see if we can do 3 fish on 3 casts. Let's go, gang. Let's see. 3 fish on 3 casts. Nice and slow reel. Give it a little twitchy twitch. sometimes. Nice and slow. All I'm using is a trot magnet and that fly lure. Uh, we we came close to getting 3 fish on 3 casts, but let's cast it out there again. Had a lot of drop this time. See, I need somebody to leave me below and say 3 crappie. What's going on? Super flats with super guys. Oh, Mika, thank you. I didn't see that. 3 crappie. Nice. Who makes the fly? I think it's some sort of a Chinese fly. I'm sorry I missed you guys talking. I apologize. I missed you guys. I thought Mika left and I didn't see anybody else in the chat. I was checking the chat. But yeah, we caught 3 crappie. Thanks, Mika, for posting it up. How's it going, Super Flash and Super Guys? My Canadian brother. Man, I saw you out there fishing. You caught like I think 100 fish in one live stream. If you're able to tie something like that with your own hands, I commend you for that because Mr. Grumpy, I can't even tie my own shoes, man. You can do that. That's commendable. That is a skill, my friend. Nice. Yeah, I came into your live stream when you were tying lures. I gave you a like, but I couldn't hear you talking. You had like a audio problem, which is totally fine. That's why I realized that no matter what I type in, you probably won't be able to respond. All right, let's see. I'm just gonna get it out there, but this time I'm not gonna let it drop too much. I'm gonna just reel it slowly through the water column. What I like about panfish is they're always ready to play. Well, except for winter. See, I just had a strike. But kind of hit it and quit it. You know what I'm saying? Come on, crappie. I'm also checking up with my carp rods. See if we get a fish on it. 25 people in the live stream. Welcome in, guys. Hope everybody's having a good day. We're mixing it up today. We got ultralight, we got a bass rod, and we got a carp rod. Hmm. I do need to. I don't know why I left my bass rod in the water with the Accurate. The bite died off. Carp left. First 45 minutes, no video of that video running. Got it. Hey, what's going on, Parks? Paul, what's up, man? Paul, it's good to see you here. I can't believe you guys started for that. I love you guys. Thanks. Don't fall in, I know. I'm trying not to fall in. What's going on, Sarah? Yeah, no, I was definitely watching your live stream. You're awesome at tying flies. We were driving for my kids' tournament. I wasn't like watching, but I put my car on one of those things where it holds the line on the highway, And my kid was sitting next to me, and I was watching you tie flies, and I was just telling my kid, I was like, look at the patience this man has. He can tie anything. And your dad doesn't have the patience, tie his shoes. So yeah, I'm exaggerating, but it was cool. We watched you tie flies. It was awesome. My kids' team is done with tournaments, so more time featuring. Hmm. So we caught 3 crappie pretty quickly, and now the bite died off. That tells me one thing. I want to change my lure. Well, actually, you know what? Let's cast out Mr. Fly one more time. Actually, you know what I want to do? I want to pull out my bass rod. Give me a second, gang. I don't know why I casted it in. I just left it in just in case some rogue bass is going to come and eat my wacky worm. Jeez. All over the place today. Let's see. Where's my bass rod? Where is the bass rod? Oh, come on. Hold on. Okay, we're off. Oh, yeah. So we're at the same spot, for those of you that don't know, where I caught that gigantic largemouth bass on a live stream. But of course, now we came targeting bass, and no bass is biting, which is pretty much, very much the behavior in this body of water. We caught that bass right there. Let's see. Can I get lucky again? Floop. Probably gonna catch a log. It's a great idea. You see that tree over there? Let's cast there. That's kind of where he took the bait. And he bit it on a drop too. Nope, nothing. He no bite. All right, let's not bass fish here. Let's go change our ultralight setup. Maybe then we'll bass fish later. 77% on my phone, but that's good. Hmm. 30 people, 32 people in live stream. Thanks. No bass today. I know. Bass has been hard. I kind of like, sorry guys, I missed talking to you. It's my son's last week of high school. He has half days. Nice. Got mad because we let him stay home. So my kid is about to have half days next week, but my kid is still in middle school. I'm sorry that I wasn't responding, guys. No bass today. No, bass is. Were you, Paul? Were you here when we caught that giant largemouth on when we caught that giant largemouth on a clover flower? I need to really upload that short. I don't know why I've been putting off. The problem is the video when we caught that fish is 14 minutes long, and I got to figure out a way to make it shorter because it took me about 5 minutes to land him, and then I was sitting around blabbing for the next 10 minutes. Just got to do something. All right, there we go. This should work for crappie. This should work pretty well for crappie. Let's go cast this out. Okay, 1 second, gang. Let's catch a fish. I'm feeling it in this cast right now. Who's with me? You caught a bass on a clover. That's yeah, yeah. So I'm gonna put out a short today. I'm promising. Grumpy's promise because I always get yeah. So like I said, the video is 14 minutes long on my phone. It was absolutely. We caught it right here. It was an absolutely gigantic. So I thought it was a carp at first because of how big it was, but it was at least 20 and a half inches long, probably a little longer. And I've never actually seen a bass that big in Jersey, and I've never obviously caught a bass that big in Jersey. It was just an insane moment. And I caught it on oh wow, that was a crazy strike. That was a crappie. Wow, look at that. All right, hold on. I'm coming back for this. I'm coming back for that fish. Give me a second there, gang. That thing, hold on. I'm gonna get that fish. That was a nice strike. Yep, I got it. I got that fish. I told you I was gonna get it. Oh, that's why it was such a crazy strike. It was a bass. It wasn't a crappie. He just spit it out. It was a largemouth bass. It was a tiny one, but still. That's why it was such a hard strike. It was like a 9-inch bass. I was kind of like the first strike it did. It was like crappie doesn't really hit like that. All right, hold on. Uh, Ah, I might have to put on a different jig head because trout magnet jig head is not exactly the sharpest one. I prefer using iFish. I feel like I have weeds. Yeah, I do have weeds. No, I don't. I'm surprised I haven't caught bluegill here recently. There's a ton of bluegill here. Mrs. 417. Yeah, that bass was gigantic. But I'll probably never catch a fish like that. I'm just glad it happened on the live stream. You can see how big it is. Like my hand is pretty big, and that thing was taller than my hand. I when I saw it in the water, actually, like I said, I thought it was a carp. I'm fishing in Jersey, in the wonderful state of New Jersey. But yeah, that was definitely once in a lifetime fish. I know because when I go targeting bass, like last live stream, I know we went bass fishing. We did catch 5 bass, but they were all dinky bass. And I used a small. Oh yeah, I see why I couldn't hook that bass on. I see the problem here. Thanks for talking to us, guys. I haven't never told anyone I like their videos, but I really enjoy yours. Oh, thanks, Tosh. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, YouTube has been giving me a cold shoulder lately, but I don't do YouTube for like income. I just do it mostly for fun. Sometimes I'll throw in like a product link of stuff I use personally. But yeah, I've been getting a cold shoulder from YouTube ever since my kids' channel blew up. My kid does basketball videos, like those short videos. I mean, he's 13, so he's allowed to do it. So he does like dribbling videos, and his channel got like 500 subscribers in the past week. Ever since his channel blew up, and he gets about 30,000 views a day, my channel just went. Oh, we got a fish though. I see. I told you I was going to get you a fish. There you go. That's a nice size. Hey, hey, you know what? That's crappie number 4. See, I'm here complaining, but I'm catching fish. I appreciate the kind words, man. Thanks. Talk Toyakos. I can't read your name properly. I'm gonna mess it up, man. Yeah, there you go. Nice little crappie. If you haven't given me a like, this guy is telling you, give him a like. Well, obviously, let him go. I don't keep fish. Ooh, look at that cat. He also wants to fish. Thanks for the likes, guys. I appreciate it. So yeah, ever since my kids' channel took off, my likes, my views went absolutely down the toilet. Which I don't mind. Oh, I got another one for you, boys and girls. You want another one? Wait, where? Hey, hey, what the? Hold on. What the hell? What was that? What was that? That was not a small fish. What the? What? That was a good sized fish, and it was actually not on the hook. You see, it pulled me off. That did not feel like a crappie. Okay, you know what? Stay with me, chat. We might catch this guy. That was a bass. Yeah, I think that was a bass because that thing just. But it was coming in waves. It was like, then it took a break. It was either a bass or a really, really big bluegill. Crappie don't like that. All right, let's keep fishing. I appreciate all you guys hanging out. I was down to 8 views in my live stream today. Maybe I should make my live streams more frequent. That's why. Because I've only been live streaming a couple times a week. But during summertime, it's tough. I wish I could just live stream in the morning, but everybody's sleeping at that time. Yeah, I was thinking that was a bass. Hold on. Did somebody write four crop? Yeah, but for those of you wondering, we are fishing wonderful state of New Jersey. And of course, this pond you do not want to keep fish from. It's been nuked by pesticides about 4 times this year already because of all the weeds. And because people use, oh, I just had a bite. Man, I'm telling you, I should have not put the trout magnet hook on. If I had Victor's hooks, I'd be hooking every fish. His wire hooks are. That's what we pulled in that giant bass on, a size 10 hook by iFish. All right, let's go. Let's go to the right. Who's feeling it to the right? Cast to the right. I'm feeling a fish right now. Okay, we keep it nice and steady. We give it a little grumpy twitch. Although if I keep twitching it, it might be a bass. I actually don't mind breaking off the trout magnet at all, so I'm not gonna miss it. I don't know why I put on a trout magnet when I had iFish's jigs. That was my mistake. What's going on, Harvey Johnson? Welcome in, Harvey. Hope you're having yourself a good day. I'm gonna try to catch you a fish, Harvey. What do you think? I'm getting strikes, but that was Harvey's fish, and he left. I think I need to switch out my jig head. Okay. Oh, it looks. All right. All right. You know what? You know what, guy? I gotta give it to you. You're the most aggressive little bass of the day. All right. You, my friend, I think that's the guy that was playing with us before. I'm glad I didn't hook you deep, you know, but I gotta give you credit. I gotta give you credit. Ooh, that is, look at the size of this fish. After hooking a gigantic bass on yeah, I guess that's the name of the game today. Four crappies. Ricky Bobby, what's up? So yeah, we got four crappie, one bass. Let's keep going. think Grumpy's in YouTube prison right now, or YouTube jail. Hold on, let's see if we can get one on the Twitch. I thought Ian was gonna stop by today. Tully Springs Trout Raiders. Let's do the Twitch. I think that's the bass that hit my lure before. Yep. Oh, 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 oh. You guys know what time it is, right? You know what time it is, right? You know what time it is, right? You know what time it is. It's time for the Lunker Bass on the ultralight, baby. Y'all ready for this? Oh boy, Grumpy got you another one on the ultralight. You already know what time it is. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. Oh yeah. Trout magnet, 4-pound line. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. I'm gonna be catching these bad boys all day. You already know. You already know. You're gonna see it happen live right here. You're gonna see it live right here. What's up? What's good? You need that 15-pound braid to catch that 2-pound bass? I got you on the 4-pound. See, I told you, man. Look at that. You see that the size of that hook? That's size 8. You already know what time it is. We out here catching decent sized fish on a super ultra light rod. All right, there you go. How about that? All right, buddy. We're gonna let you go. That's a different bass from the one we caught before. I know. I'm just messing with you, Ricky Bobby. I'm just messing with you. Let's let this guy go. Oh man, that was good. Nothing feels better than a bass on an ultralight. Not a huge fish, but man, he's still decent sized. I hope the video quality is going to be good, so I should probably run and take a picture of him. Got a mouth like a Billie Eilish. That's funny. All right, you guys are not going to be mad at me, but I want to grab my second phone and take a picture of this guy. He's fine. He has some sort of a growth in his, but I mean, his Jersey bass, so he's going to have something wrong with him. Let me go grab my second phone and take a picture of him real quick, and then we're going to let him go. Now we just need a now we just need a now we just need a carp to finish off the day. Hopefully not an ultralight. Okay, well you just did that to yourself. Relax, I got you. We're fighting out here. Hold on, I'm just gonna take a quick picture and a quick video. Oh, let's let him go. That was awesome. Ah, man. All right, that just made my day. Now we keep fishing. So we got 4. Dude, honestly, I thought it was a bigger bass because when that guy hit it, it felt exactly. You saw my rod go, right? My reel just went, bzzz, and I thought it was. I had PTSD from my last bass we caught here. But yeah, that was cool. I like that. I like that. I enjoyed that. So that's what we caught him on right here. That's a trout magnet, and this is a Strike King salt and pepper 2-inch shad. All right, that's all you need to catch one. Hey, what's going on, Hudson Plus? Caught live where you wouldn't believe it. Yep. But you know what? I still have to. So this was a decent one, right? But So last time we were at the spot, I caught a 5 pounder. It was a 20.5 inch fish, and it was very healthy fish. And I mean, I caught it on the fight took much longer. It was um, it was insane. I still have to put that video up. Unfortunately, because my phone connection quality wasn't that good, the video is a bit grainy. That's why I've been trying to figure out how to make it good. Thanks. I might be on fire. And where you go? Hey, what's going on, boy, Caster? Yeah, but that was not expected. I was not trying to catch a. That's why I always get overexcited when I catch a fish like that on ultralight. I was not expecting to catch that. I catch dinky bass. But like, where was that bass when I was throwing that Senko out? Wacky rigged. Like, man, I'm happy I tied my knot correctly. That's just a regular, that's a regular clinch knot. That's not even like an improved clinch knot. And we managed to hook that. That was a decent sized fish. I think like a 1.5 pounder. But man, that was a fun fight. Oh, just had a bite. Hold on. Let's see if it comes back. But for bass, I notice if you're fishing ultralight, you want to get a bass on. I just do these twitches with a small shad. You'll get bass to bite it. Cool, fully out for you guys, Grumpy. What I was gonna say. No, the school is not fully out. My kids are still in school. I think next week. I think next week my older one is gonna have half days. All right, let's eat this out there. Maybe catch a crappie. Okay, my day just turned today. After I caught that fish, I started the live stream kind of slow, but we ain't no slow no more, baby. Anyone have a Grumpy ZP and Gold ZP? What is ZP? I'm not sure what ZP means. So what's going on, John Almanzo? All right, let's let it drop. Hopefully not drop it on the bench. But yeah, that was just a trout magnet. We caught that bass on a trout magnet and a salt and pepper shad. Flying high with a super fly. That's funny. Hey, Pierre Coops, Grumpy. I'm sorry, I missed you. Pierre Coops, my buddy. What's up, man? Yeah, we just caught a nice one. Our last fish was definitely not expected. Not what we expected for sure. I guess the spot is bassy. Like, do bass like to hang around structure? Yes, they do. But there's nothing for them to hide from at this lake. They're pretty much the king of the lake here. They're just the other big fish is just carp here. Guess they like to hang around the street. That was another big bass that I've never caught at this spot. That was a big fish. So yeah, I'm not sure what you mean by ZP. I read your thing, but if you can explain that, be able to answer your question. The combo I'm using is a Daiwa Pressa, uh, not an expensive rod with a Daiwa Legalis. And man, I love catching fish on them. Hold on, let me turn off the Wi-Fi on my other phone because. Oh no, hold on, I'm about to lose this thing. I can't let the stuff drop here because there's a tree here. Oh, we got a fish. Another smallmouth, largemouth bass, but that guy. We weren't able to pull that guy up while I was checking my phone. That was a tiny largemouth. That thing was like 8 inches long. Sometimes when you just let things drop here and check your phone, you get a fish. Let's see if it's true. All right, let's see. 26 people on the live stream. If you like fishing, double tap that like button. Or if you like New York Knicks. I don't know if we got any Knicks fans in here. Just let it drop. Twitch. Twitch. Oh, you know what I have? I have worms. You guys want to fish with ground worms? Earthworms. Hey, what's going on, angler? 65. Thanks for stopping in, man. The luck has been pretty good today so far. Ooh, just let it drop. It's been pretty decent. Had a bite? Hmm. All right, let's do a couple more casts. I might switch out my lure. Okay, no need to switch. We got a fish on. Not sure how big the fish is, but it's a fish. And it just wrapped itself around the pole. Okay, we're back. There you go. Finally caught a bluegill. I don't know what happened to these guys. I haven't been catching them ever since they nuked the lake. Good to see you, buddy. All right. There you go. Catch is a catch. What's up? What's up, Ferg? You just missed a monster catch. We caught a good sized bass on this thing. Like I don't want to say 2 pounder. I don't think it was a 2 pounder in my eyes. I think it was a good pound and a half fish. We're just doing some ultralight fishing. We got 4 crappie, 2 bass, and 1 bluegill. Thanks. Thanks, Superfly. I appreciate it. Grumpy, I have you. Have a fantastic day. I'll talk to you later. Hope you catch some. Thanks, Paul. I appreciate it. Hope you go out there and catch some fish. Thanks for hanging around, Paul. You're always more than welcome to stop by, man. My brother from New Jersey. So the crappie bite sort of died off. Isn't that what people say? That usually crappie bite dies off at 10 o'clock? That's usually not how it works for me, but but I've heard that story before. Can't believe I caught that bass. That was an absolutely epic catch, especially after not catching fish for a while. All right, let's just let it drop. Fishing with Fitzberg. Man, I saw you did a giveaway. That was awesome. I missed it, of course, but that was good that that's good that I went to a subscriber. That was cool, man. Hold on. I have a carp rod set up, so I'm listening in, but I don't think I have the patience to catch a carp. All right, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do cast it like 2 more times. If we get no fish, we're switching. Gave my buddy some flies, and he outfished me 10-1. Nice. Hey man, I don't know if he's a beginner fisherman, but sounds like your buddy had some beginner luck. If you guys want, I can show you the picture of the bass we caught on a 2 pound line here last week. I have pictures on my phone. Hold on, give me a sec. On my other phone. Where is it? Give me a sec, I'll find it. Let's see. Almost there. 1 second, guys. I'm trying to find you a picture of the bass I caught. Oh, here it is. That's the bass that we caught on a live stream last week. Do you see how big that is? Yeah, so we caught that on a what is it called? Clover flower. And we caught that on a size 10 hook. Yeah, that was the biggest bass I ever caught in my life. Took a while to land it, but we're just ultralight fishing like this. And next thing you know, I don't know if in Jersey, I don't think I'll ever catch a bass bigger than that. Oh, nice. I got come on. Come on, Trout Magnet. Don't do me wrong, man. I had a crappie on. That was definitely a crappie. It wasn't fighting me. Yeah, I don't think I'll ever catch a bass that big. And I have all those, what do they use? Chatterbaits. I bought 2 of those. I've used those. I've used top water lures. And ironically enough, I caught my PB on a clover flower. All right, I'm just going to see if there's another crappie there. Man, I had a nice bite. Okay. Come on. I'm not sure if it's the Trout Magnet, but we caught it. I don't know what to blame, but usually if I'm using iFish jig heads, I hook the fish right on. I don't know what's going on. Might have to switch to iFish. Let's see, one more cast. Unless they're just biting the tail. Last 2 casts, I should have had a fish. Definitely should have had a fish. All right, let's see. Why did not cast? All right. That did not go where I wanted it to go. That's a blue heron. Yeah, there you go. Look at this guy. You see him? That's my fishing partner. I already know what they sound like. All right. Let's get a crappie on this cast. Yep. Somewhere over there, there's a crappie. Let's see. Yep, that monster did eat a clover flower. Oh, come on. This is the third time I'm missing a fish. This is ridiculous. Unless they're just biting the tail. Third time I'm missing a fish. Maybe they're just messing with Grumpy. Oh, maybe it's a little bluegill messing with me. Hmm. All right, right there is when I had my last fish. Probably gonna get stuck on a tree doing this. Hmm. Ron, we caught another chunky bass. Not as big as last time, obviously. Definitely definitely much smaller, but on this, you know these lures. This is made by Strike. Called a salt and pepper shad, and I think you can fish with one of these for like a year. They never, never break. Unlike gulp minnow. Okay, okay, finally, I got that crappie that was messing with me. Come here. Definitely a crappie. Yep, there it is. Finally. Been trying to hook this fish for the past like, 10 casts. There you go. Chunky fella. They're finally starting to get their weight back after the spawning season. Still a little thin. They're getting better. There you go. What is it? 5 crappie. Wish I could keep this guy, but not from this body of water. 5 crappie, 2 bass, and 1 gill. Yeah, these things. You know who I watched a video years ago by Richard Gene, the fishing machine. He recommended these, and whatever that guy says, I take that as gospel. So I bought one of these. I bought 1 pack, and 1 pack, other than just snagging them off, if you don't snag them off, they'll last you such a long time. Anyways, let's keep going. Yesterday was crazy windy. Today it's nice. See if I twitch myself into a log, quite possibly. That's why I like 164 jig heads for heavy cover places. Kind of stay top water with it. All right, you know what? Let's change the spot real quick. I want to see. I want to check on my carp rod. Hmm. Well, I see Mr. Turtle is here, checking it out. See that guy? All right, we got 35 likes. Let's see if there's anything going on here. Oh, fish. Oh, lost it. Yeah, I've been losing a lot of fish on a bite. I wonder if I should switch up. I didn't lose that bass though, but I wonder if I should switch out my trout magnet. Maybe he's getting a little dull. I've been losing a lot of crappie on a bite. They either just hold on to the tail or I just don't hook them right. But I lost about in the past 20 casts. I lost about 3 fish. So that's not the usual, not a usual for me. See if there's any bluegills out here. Oh man, it's hard. Let's see. What else can we do? I want to catch you guys more fish. Ron, how hot is the floor right now? Robert hooked. I know. I opened the can for my wife. Let's see. Did I miss any fish? Grumpy, do you have a hook sharpener? I have one every 20, 30 fish. I'll sharpen the hook. It really helps. Yeah, I don't have a hook sharpener, but I have a knife sharpener. Can I use that? Never sharpened hooks in my life. Mostly because we lose them so fast. But yeah, I do probably need to sharpen that trout magnet. We did catch that bass on it, but that bass I stuck him right in the core of the mouth. That hook was not getting off. If I lose another fish, I'm switching to iFish hook. I don't know why I made the decision to go with these hooks anyway, with the trout magnet. It's like the first thing I saw. 85 minutes live. Hmm. I even forgot I got my shoes wet. Wow, what a cast. Wait, you guys think we'll catch anything warm? I dug up a bunch of worm from my worm farm today for no particular reason. Next thing you know, we got a carp. Actually, you know what? I should do that. I have a rod with the wacky rigged worm. I should just throw a bunch of I just should throw a bunch of worms on it. That's what I'll do. We'll just cast it out there and see what happens. Hold on, gang. So ironically enough, I've had this wacky rigged bass rod set up, and we were doing the wacky thing here, and couldn't catch a bit of fish. And then I caught that huge bass on my ultralight. See that? Maybe try that. This is just a Yamamoto, like a orange and brown, like orange and pumpkin Senko. Worked well at the other place I fish. All right, let's put a bunch of worms on this thing just to cast it out there. But before that, I need to string the line on my rod. There we go. Should let's let it sink. Hey, what's going on? Glacier Shark, my brother. Ron, thanks for the high five. I appreciate it. Glacier Shark. My friend, how is the repower going? Grumpy, I've been quite kind of absent off of YouTube for like 5 days. I've been popping on to put a short up, and then I would be gone. Is your boat ready yet or not? I'm sorry. Grumpy is always lost in the sauce, but mostly because of childcare. What's going on, Okote Hasiev? All right. Oh, it's a strange, very strange technique for fishing for bass. Repower is going scheduled to Wednesday. Got it. Good. Wishing you best of luck on the launch. Are you going to like break a big bottle of champagne on your boat? That'd be cool to see. Know what we're gonna do? Grumpy's tackle box and everything. It looks like a homeless person lives here, but it's okay. I was not in high spirits this morning, so I just kind of ran over here and did my thing. I have these worms. Look at them. These are straight from my worm farm. Look at this guy. It's like a little snake. Stop, man. You're going fishing. You should be excited. I don't know if this is a Chinese jumping worm or what, but this guy is not compliant. I'm going to report him to HR. What the heck is going on? Why can't they put. Hold on, gang. There's a ton of catfish in this pond. I think these might be Chinese jumping worms because it's like breaking up into pieces. Jaws. Hey, what's going on, trout fisher? Waiting on a water pump and a belt before it's fully operational. Nice. It's good to hear, Glacier. I'm happy you're getting back out there. How much horsepower does a boat like yours have? I probably not horsepower, but is it diesel? I'm assuming it's diesel. Wow, I am failing at putting worms on. Why is it like that? The motor's supposed to be easy to work on, and the parts are everywhere. Good, 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 good. I don't know if it's the hook that's big, because I'm used to wire hooks, but I can't seem to be I mean, this has to catch us something. Just put a bunch of worms on. Next thing you know, it starts looking like a quake lure for bass. Dude, who else is here? Too small worm for that hook. Yeah, but that's the only one I have. We'll see what happens. We'll just put a bunch of them on. I have a spare rod. We'll cast it out there. There's a bullhead catfish, and there's a lot of them here. And we'll see if we can get one with this. I'm done buying worms from I am done buying worms from Walmart. Unfortunately, I can't grow big ones at my worm farm. So this is what we got. All right, let's just cast it out there. Wee! And hope for the best. But yeah, I do wish my worms were a little bigger. That would be good. All right, perfect. I got a little rod holder here in terms of a stump. Who's else in here? I had an 80 horsepower, now I have a turbo 100 horsepower diesel. Big old simple diesel. Yeah, man, that's the best. I uh I had a diesel. I had a few diesel vehicles before. Actually, when I was working at the squad at the first aid squad, I was in charge of vehicle maintenance, and the Ford diesels were actually quite great. The power strokes, as long as you maintain them properly. A lot of people will rag on those, but we worked them hard on the ambulances, and they never really failed. Oh, Ron, I totally forgot. I gotta tell you what to tie. I sent you those iFish hooks, and I completely forgot about it. But if you're listening, I just want like natural colors, something with a bit of red and like silver, like nothing. Because I already got a party pack from you, so now I'm set. Now I just want something simple, like earthy colors, almost like even like black. Because I noticed that in Jersey, I do best on dark colored lures, like that iFish. Those iFish things that I bought, they're basically black with a gold flake, and they work tremendously. So yeah, either something silver or something natural, basically. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a couple more casts here. Let's fish for 25 more minutes and see what happens. Can stay. If you can't stay, I understand. I want to catch a couple more crappie. Okay, if that crappie comes off, I got a crappie on. If that thing comes off right now, wait, is that? If that fish comes off, I'm changing the hook. It's still on. Still on. That's not a crappie. It's a bluegill. I didn't realize they were gonna bite that far out. They usually bite a bank. Grumpy, I need to start editing my videos. They said Wednesday, but I was hopeful. Glacier Shark. Let me read your messages so I'm not getting behind. I have now a comments 4BT there and all types of equipment. Yeah, comments. If it's a real comments, dude, you're good. Lasts forever. We actually had a comments powering a generator on our fire truck. That thing would always start. Loud as hell, but man, it would always start. Five crappie. Superfly, that's four crappie. That was not a crappie, my bad. That turned out to be a bluegill. So we got four crappie. 2 bass, and 3 bluegill. We're giving you a variety of options today, guys. I really would like to catch you guys a bullhead because I know there has to be big bullheads in here, and me and my kid like to catch big ones, even by accident. I would really like to catch you a big bullhead. There you go. I'll just pin this. It's fine. We're good. We are good. I'm getting bites. All right, don't want to get stuck. I wonder if I should switch out to a different lure. Maybe we should go all black. Let's check. Let's do a couple more casts and then we'll switch. Fish for 30 more minutes. I wish I could cast this a little further. I'm kind of running a little low on line here. I might have to. I don't like adding line to ultralight rods because that knot always gets in the way. Reds, browns, black, grays, whites. Yep. Superfly. Was the Superfly he said he's leaving? Or Grandpa, I need to start in my video from yesterday. All right, Superfly. Thanks for hanging out. I misread your last message. Go edit your videos, buddy. Have fun with it. And I'll catch you later. Thanks for hanging out with me, man. All right. Grumpy's in a bit of a fishing slump right now. We need to turn this beat around. Hold on. All right. One more cast for this Joker. And we're going to switch to something else. All right. That should be a crappie if it bites. Come on. Come on. No crappie. All right. Let's change it up. What we got to do is go do. Oh, all right. There you go. I told you if it bites, it's going to be crappie. Yep. Crappie. There you go. Finally. Jeez. Bean. Oh, look, it's a black nose. Yay. All right. There you go. There's your black nose crappie. My record is catching 3 in a row, so there you go. There's your black nose crappie. Where are the rods used today? Use the white rooster tail. Rooster tail is actually not a bad idea here now because they did nuke this place with pesticides, so now all the weeds are gone. But you're right. You're right on the money. White and black has been a great color to use. Welcome in. Hey, what's going on? Blue Rooster, what's up? Who else here? What are the rods used today? J-Mac. Chili Springs, what's up, man? So now we're at 5 crappie, 2 bass, and 2 bluegill. Hey, Ian, I caught one. I caught another big bass on the ultralight. Not as big as last time. All right, so we're gonna give this thing one more go. J-Mac, yo, Salty Salvatore. Salty, I did it again. We caught another bass on a on an ultralight, but not as big as last time. Yeah, that lake is probably 8 degrees. You're not wrong about that. Actually, for the last big bass I caught, I had to go in. Oh, okay. While I was showing that to you, I got a fish. Oh, wait, what the? Okay, that thing just wrapped me around the tree. That's definitely a largemouth. It's not a huge one, but it wrapped me around. So we're gonna let it. We're gonna either let it unwrap itself or we're gonna have to salty out while I was showing you. See what you did. I have to blame somebody. um, the way that thing hit it, it was either a big crappie or a small largemouth, and now it wrapped itself around the log. I'm gonna give it some time. Maybe it'll wrap itself back around. Come on, or we're just gonna have to rip it off. Glacier. No, I don't have the fancy Japanese rod today. I have a cheaper Japanese rod. I have the Presso, and I'm feeling a little depresso now because this thing wrapped itself around the log. I have a Presso and I have the Legalis. What is this, like a $150 combo? Not super fancy, but still very fancy for Grumpy. Okay, well, this fish hit the lure and now it wraps itself around the tree. I got two options. I can just open the barrel and let this rod sit for a little bit, but I kind of need this rod because I'm fishing with it, or I can snap it off. What do you guys think I should do? Fill you with. Just cut the line and throw your rooster tail on it. Grab a net and let him fly, bro. Uh, I might not even have a rooster tail on me. Do I want to use a rooster tail today? Or could be a perch. That is also true. You have a fancy. Yeah, that was probably a small, like a juvenile bass. We had a couple of hits from those bass today until the big one came around. Why does the big one not wrap me around the tree? And it's always these little dinks that wrap me around the tree. All right, you know what? I might as well just snap it because I do need this rod. All right, here we go. We're off. Why he do this? Why you do this to me, Timmy? Yeah, I snapped it off because the little ones are sketchy. Well, this is not a. I would recommend if you're gonna get an ultralight. I think that well, the Japanese rod is also one piece, two piece, and this the Presso is a two piece right here. The problem is now the Pressos have gone up in price. People are like price gouging them. I don't know why. All right, let's go put something on. The Pressos have gone up in price. I bought this rod for $69, and I've caught monster fish on it. Let's see. Let's see what we can do. See what we can do. Do I have a rooster tail even on me? No, I don't feel like fishing with rooster tail right now. See what we got. I launched the damn ultralight 30. Yep. Yeah, I told you, man. Ultralight. It's all about the ultralight game, man. Nah, what do I have here? Do I have any cool spinners? I just like grab this thing out of my. No, I don't. By the way, for those of you going fishing for fluke, ice strike. I don't know what it is about these. I don't know what it is about these hooks, but there's something about them. That's what I use for fluke fishing. Hold on. This is just like this is my random junk thing. I don't know what to use. Do I really want to use the rooster tail? I have this one. You guys want to use this? Let's use this until we lose this. How about that? I hate it. Technically, I do not like rooster tails, but just for the heck of it. Edward, what's going on, Edward? Edward Lindblom, man. What's up? I saw you earlier. I don't know if I said your name, but thanks for stopping in. We're just messing around today. No, I don't want to use drop shot. I'm too I'm too first of all there's a tree here, so I'm definitely gonna lose my drop shot. But next time we fish I'll use a drop shot because it's too slow for me. I want something fun. Spinny. I'm like a little child. I want things to go spinny. I can't even tie this on properly. Man, I wonder what's gonna happen to me when I'm older. Yeah, but this is a trophy rooster tail. You know where we got this rooster tail? Last week on Friday when I streamed for like 30 minutes, we came up. I know where to use this rooster tail not to get it snapped off. If we do get it snapped off, we're losing a free lure. See, hold on, let's see. I finally found banana weights yet to ever get snake dropping shot in with banana weights. Banana weights has a great Father's Day series. I end up spending 180. Nice. I gotta stay away from Bass Pro Shops. Ever since I went to a PA with my kid, I think Grumpy overspent a little bit. I might have to declare bankruptcy. I was so gung ho about buying those Bella's jerk sheds or whatever, go-to sheds. I think I spent a little too much. Now what do I do? Jeez. The wonders of bank fishing. Here we go. What do I do? The wonders of bank fishing. All right, let's go out there and cast it out. Okay, got it. My stepdaughter got me a gift card for Father's Day. She wanted the items to arrive before. Nice. That's awesome, man. Congrats. I don't know if Grumpy's getting anything for Father's Day. We'll see. I don't know. Maybe from a woman, I don't know. Just kidding. I usually tell Mrs. Orca I don't want anything, not to spend the monies. Yeah, but this is a trophy spinner that we found. Somebody wanted me to use a spinner. I already forgot who. But yeah, let's entertain the idea. It does. What I do love about spinners, they fly high, man. Look at this thing, just go. Maybe we can go a little slower. Like we're basically there's a tree buried in the water here, so we're basically playing with fire. But like I said, this is a trophy spinner. I think it's a cheap one too. Last time I caught a crappie on a spinner was in the spring, so let's check it out. Hmm. Yeah, my spinner experience is kind of proving itself right. Should I let it drop a little bit, guys? One, two, three. Now we spin slowly. Slow down. I'll slow down. I got you. It's 47 legs. Don't forget to double tap that screen. Maybe we'll catch a fish. Yeah, the problem here is the water is quite dirty here, but no weeds yet, surprisingly. I would like to catch a crappie on the spinner. That would be cool. Ooh, 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 fish. Get him. Get him. What's up? That's a crappie for sure. Oh, all right. Okay. I like it already. Please don't wrap around the tree like last fish did. Look at that. Crappie on a spinner. We got one. Oh, and it came off. And now the spinner's in the tree. Okay. That was good. Hold on, wait. I might be able to get it down. It's a Grumpy Orca special. We'll get it down. Hold on. He's coming down, guys. You see him? Hello. How are you doing today? Now what? All right. I am not tying a spinner on again if I break this thing off. Well, at least he came down. Come on. Okay. Well, I guess. Ugh. See what you made me do? All right. I have to cut it off with my orca tooth. All right. That was cool, though. Haven't caught a crappie on a spinner in a long time. Can't see what the chat says. I'm going to catch up in a second. But I'm happy and not happy. All right. Let's see. Now I can read the chat. All right. Let's see what I'm doing now. I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay. We're good. Good. This way I can read the chat and tie the spinner back on. Oh. Crappie. We're fishing in the wonderful state of Jersey. Yeah, it was still work. Good job there, J Mac. Spinner slow as possible, but it has to spin. Got it. I don't like shopping for fishing gear at tackle shops and Walmart. Cabela's or Bass Pro Shops are overwhelming. If you walk into a Bass Pro Shop, it's kind of cool. I noticed that online they don't have. It's not as cool. I don't know. I went to a Bass Pro Shops in Harrisburg, PA, and not only are people awesome there. I was planning to spend like $30, but I spent close to 200, and I'm not allowed back in there this year. I bought so many of those go-to sheds by Cabela's. I think I can start my own tackle shop. All right, so the spinner worked. This is a trophy spinner. We found this on a live stream. Even the hooks are a little too big for what I usually like to use. All right, let's try it again. Man, I hate tying spinners. Something about having really fat fingers. What did I catch now? Yeah, that's another thing about spinners. They catch everything. Yes, the joys of bait fishing. At least I didn't have myself in the face. I should probably, you know what? Actually, I should probably put my glasses on. Because the next fish that I lose my hook on, that thing's probably going to be flying to my eye. Hey, come back here. Glacier, thanks for the tip, by the way. Yeah, I noticed that the slower I spin, the more hits I get. I spent like 2 months in a hotel next to the best pro shop in Harrisburg. My pockets got lighter in those 2 months. Nice. Well, Pete, we have one coming. Do you know that, right? It should be open by the end of July in Sayreville. Nice and slow. Here we go. We're gonna have a best pro shops in Jersey in about I'm gonna say about a month and a half. They probably try to push it like technically the busiest fishing season is probably April in Jersey because everybody runs out to go trout fishing and bass fishing. But hold on, this thing's spinning pretty decently. Bold eagle that just popped down. That was a bill that just took a fish right next to us. No, no lie. That was a bald eagle. Holy crap. That was not an osprey. That was a bald eagle. Okay. I need to take a little breather here. It was not too far away, and I know they're around here, but it just popped down over there and took a fish and just left the chat. That's crazy. We do have bald eagles in Jersey. We do have more than they say we do. They keep those locations, kind of like the nest locations, very private. They don't want people going there and looking at them. But I have seen bald eagles around here. Holy mackerel. Well, it looks like bald eagle got a fish and Granby can't get a fish. I've seen them catch fish here, but I wish it would be in front of us. Cool. When the dogwood trees started to bloom. So in Jersey, we usually start catching crappie like March. That's when they start biting heavy. That's when you see the bobber and bucket. That's when you start. Uh, you start seeing those bobber and bucket crews out there. I'm going slow. Oh, I keep having bites, but I can't. There's something bothering my spinner, but I'm not sure what. You know what? We're gonna keep casting over there. We'll get something. For those of you that don't know, I'm not a huge fan of spinners, but sometimes, once in a while, I'll entertain the idea. The little chimpies who you stay by Bass Pro Shops in Harrisburg, PA. That is dangerous, man. And people there are so nice too. Like it feels like those guys remind me of like 1990s Sears employees. They're actually happy to be there. Man, that was nice though. We had a bald eagle go down right next to us. I wish it was just on video so you guys could see it, so you wouldn't think I'm making stuff up. That was pretty awesome. All right, let's get a fish. Jeez, can't believe I lost that crappie too. Okay, that's a spot right there. Gonna go nice and slow. You were there a little shit. So you were? Did you go to that Susquehanna River to do some fishing? We were there for my kids' basketball tournament, and there's so many places to fish there. It's amazing. All right, let me change my location real quick. I'm gonna do one random cast at like at 2 o'clock, but I don't think I usually don't catch fish there. Let's check. Hold now, let's check. To the right, to the right. Everything I own in a box to the right. Okay, gotta slow it down a little bit. Gotta spin a little faster for it to keep spinning. Yeah, unfortunately, this is not the best spinner. If I had like a Panther Martin or something, this thing is not really. You gotta need to kind of need to spin it to reel it a little faster. And as you guys know, we're a little bit of a danger zone right here with that log. Let me change location real quick. I'm gonna fish for like probably 15 more minutes. Hmm. All right, let's try it. I'm trying to spin as slow as I can, but hmm. Yeah, this spin is definitely not the best. Definitely not the best. But it's a free spinner. You going fishing today? Who's that? Eric. Showing your fishing rods, and my brother got one. Nice. Well, I'm wishing you good luck, man. And if you don't catch a fish the first time you go today, you go right back there and you're going to catch a fish next day. You're going to catch the biggest fish when you're least prepared for it. That's my mantra. And the weirdest kind of lure. At least that happens to me pretty consistently. When I go targeting bass, I don't catch the bass I want. When I go fishing ultralight, targeting panfish, I'll catch the biggest bass in my life. All right. I don't know if you guys can see this, but my carp rod is here, or whatever I call it a carp rod. But seems to be no carp. Yeah, the spinner is definitely not the best. It kind of goes sideways. I'm not sure if I still want to fish with it. Let's do something else. I uh, I get bored easily, as you can tell. We do have a crab on it though. Try it for any pike. I've never caught a pike in my life. I would love to try one day. You know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna throw on a iFish jig head. We're gonna do small, something like this with an iFish jig head. I have one right here. Something with a small hook. Let's see what we can get. This is, I think, made. This is actually made by Z-Man. It's like one of those micro lures, but they're good. You can catch a lot of different fish on it. There you go. Something like this. Let's throw it on before it gets too hot. It is a very fishy spot. It is a very fishy spot, Mr. J Mac. Just the only trick about this place, you cannot eat the fish you catch. Oh, by the way, we have a game going on today. The World Cup game is in Jersey. So they're actually staging a lot of players in my area. So there's a private school here with a gazillion state troopers. They're practicing at a local private school. So there's a gazillion state troopers on the road here for all these World Cup players. I think today France is playing Senegal or something in the MetLife Stadium. Gonna be an interesting show. All right, let's try this. The less blabbing, more fishing. All right, let's see what we can do. Are carp active during temperatures like these? Oh yeah, that's a good cast right there. See if we can get a bite. Nothing. Fish is sleeping. Pingree. Yes, very good. Very good, Peter. Very good guess. I drive a lot of Pingree kids as a private driver. But yeah, they're practicing at Pingree. I really want to put my kid through Pingree. Once I found out how much it is, I don't think he's going to get a scholarship either. Once I found out the cost, unless his YouTube channel makes him $1 million, I don't think he'll be going to Pingree. But yeah, I'd say after 2 p.m., stay off the roads because I know there's still a gazillion people that don't understand that you have to take New Jersey Transit to get to the games. There's going to be a million people trying to take Ubers and driving there. Let's see. Sorry, guys, I'm not catching you much fish. We did catch some nice fish today, but especially that largemouth. But fish stopped bite. No more bite. You going on the saltwaters? Oh yeah, we got a fish finally. Jeez, that fish is not getting off. Ah man, that's better not wrap me around. There you go, small crab. Oh, it's another black nose. There you go, another black nose crappie. Hopefully not the same one. Yes, glacier shark. I'm gonna ask my wife to let me go for Father's Day to go fish at the saltwater, because you guys know that I have a limited amount of time I can fish. There you go, black nose. Nice fish. He's looking at you and he's wondering, do you want to give me a leg? Our kids, you, glacier. I'm only gonna be. My phone's already 21%, so I'm only gonna be fishing for like 5, 10 more minutes. Sorry, but I will be saltwater fishing this week. I think my wife will. Basically, it's not like I'm tied to my house, but if she puts the kids on the bus, I can go salt. And if I don't have any jobs, I can go saltwater fishing because I gotta leave my house early to go saltwater fishing, or I have to go with my kids. So it's either gonna be really late or really early because I only have about 2, 3 hours a day I can do this if I'm gonna do this. By the time I drive out there, it's at least an hour to get there. That's why it's hard for me. Grandpa, are you still able to catch trout in certain areas? Yeah, I can probably go and catch you a trout. The only problem is the connection is not very good there. I can probably go and catch you a trout in the next 20 minutes if I want to. They're still there. I know where they are. I just got bored trout fishing because it's kind of like, it is kind of boring to me, stock trout. If it's a wild trout, yeah. Because I know exactly how to catch them by just using red worms. So it kind of lost its appeal to me. I think we did hardcore trout fishing for 2 weeks. Me and my kid caught so much trout. We ate so much of it, I gave it away, and then I just kind of lost interest. I'd rather do this because all those trout are not even native. They're called what is it, pellet pigs. I lose interest in things very quickly. All right, let's do a couple more casts from a in a different location. Hold on. Yes, we're gonna catch flounder. What's going on? Good morning, Zed. It's a really late night bite stripers. Yes, you can catch stripers in Jersey still at night. The problem is I didn't get the Sandy Hook night permit in time, and if you park there at night, you'll get a huge ticket. I would take you guys night fishing for stripers. I have no idea what I'm doing when it comes to that. With Grumpy, I'll probably try to catch one on red worms, but I'll take you there. Problem is, I can't do it because I don't have a night permit. There's only a limited amount of passes that they give out, and unfortunately, I always miss that slot time. See, you're always at the small lakes. Any chance you can drive 30 minutes to a different spot? Yeah, I can possibly. I can go to Round Valley. The problem with Round Valley is the signal, though. You're gonna be looking at like what should I call it? At pixels. If I had a Starlink, it'd be a different story, but that's not in the budget right now. Let's see. I gotta watch out. You see that poison ivy around me? Look, that's like the final boss of poison ivy. You see that thing? Yeah, you brush against that, you're going to the hospital. You know what I mean? Which JCAS do you use? Is that a BG1? Yes, I do use BG1. Recently, well, I use a bunch of plastics. This is a BG1 with a Z-Man, but I also have plastics made by the guy in chat. Let's see which plastics we got. This one's made by Thule Trout Spring Raiders. Actually, let's try this one. Actually, let's try this one. A bunch of different plastics. These are made by Ian, the guy in the live stream right now. We try everything. But yeah, I will not. I think the best jig heads for ultralight fishing by far are made by iFish. Nobody can even come close to what he does. We hooked a 5 pounder with a lure like this. Yep. Let's see who else is out here. Glacier, but if I would love to take you I would love to take you guys this week to go fluke fishing. I gotta talk to Mrs. Orca. Mrs. Orca is works very hard, and she always leaves home early. That's why I have to stay back and put the kids in the bus. And after that, my time is pretty limited. If I can go out there at 5 a.m. and do some fluke fishing, then I can live stream for like 5 hours. I'm probably gonna crash out in about hour number 3 if I don't catch any fluke or in rage quit, but we can try for 5, right? We can do it. You can do it. Ah, man. But yeah, YouTube's been kind of taking up a lot of my time. I should be spending less time on YouTube, but I still want to go fluke fishing with you guys. Oh, Ian, you want to hear something crazy? Listen to me. Are you still on the live stream? Is Mrs. Orca down to toss a few with you ever? No, Mrs. Orca has no time for that. She's too important. Mrs. Orca is plus right now it's all graduation time. She has a lot on her plate. Sometimes I take her out on a kayak and we go fishing. But she likes fishing. She just doesn't like touching the fish. Let's see. But yeah, you know what's funny? So my kid started posting basketball videos like 2 weeks ago on a random channel. He got like 500 subs in 2 weeks. He's getting like 50. Oh, look at that. Hey, we got a fish on Ian's lure. There you go. Oh, it's a good one too. It is a good one. I like him. Guess what? It's a crappie. There you go. See, not all is lost, gang. Was it crappie number 6? Not what kind of sorcery is this? Come here. That's a good sized fish right there. I wish it was from a clean water so I could keep it and eat it with my little one. But unfortunately, if I eat it from here, I'm probably gonna turn into a. Look at this guy. Hello. Please give a like. All right, nice fish. Let's let him go. Stop making fun of him. Nice. Yes. Do you think they're worth getting despite the price? I live in Germany, so shipping is quite hefty. The noob. Yes, what you should do is you should spend a bunch of money on the jig heads. This way, shipping is going to be the same whether you buy one pack of jig heads or you buy. Victor's very reasonable with fish shipping. I don't work for him. Like I always say, like I just like his stuff a lot. So what you should do is you should get a bunch of jig heads from him, size 8 or 10, and I like the lighter ones. And just get it one time shipping, and that's it. And that's what I did. I was saving up. I gave him an order around Christmas time. I saved up some money, and I just put together like $130 order with him, and I've been happy ever since. And I bought his plastics. He just released the plastics, so I bought his dangly tails, and they're also awesome. But now I'm broke, so I don't think I'll be buying much again until my birthday comes around in August. That was a good crappie. How heavy is the biggest bass you have caught today? Corbin's, it was a pretty healthy bass. I want to say 2 pounds, but I'm going to keep it conservative and say a pound and a half. But dude, it was fighting me. I wish I could tell you could probably, I don't want you to go back because it's going to take you a while to find it. Wait, I have a picture of it. Hold on. Oh, and I'm going to do the old drop while you talk. Here, I'll show you a picture of it. I'll show you the picture of the bass we caught on a live stream. This is the picture. This is the bass that we caught last time on the 2 pound line. That was my PB. Yeah, I caught that on a super ultralight. That was like, that was 20 and a half inches long. But let me show you a picture of the bass we caught today. This is the bass that we caught today on this rod. All right, looks good. That's the one we caught today on this ultralight. Yeah. Anyways, what I was gonna say, I completely lost my train of thought. But all I'm gonna say is that I'm gonna go out fluke fishing with you guys in the next week, and I'll give you a heads up about it. I'm not sure how much heads up, but I'll give you a heads up. Yeah, 6 crappie. Your PBS 8 pounds. Well, 8 pounds is a huge fish, man. I don't think I'll ever catch my. I don't think I'll ever catch fish that big in Jersey, unless it's like some private pond. All right, let's do one more cast. What do you want me to switch to a green thing? I'm at 16%, Tuli. So, anyways, what was I saying? So yeah, my kid's channel gained. What I'm saying, the reason I'm saying that, Ian, is put some videos up on your channel, dude. This way you can get a bigger following, and you can actually probably open up your own shop through YouTube. Because if my kid playing basketball, like no joke, his channel is now at 480 subscribers, and he started posting videos like 2 weeks ago. Uh, Hold on, put some videos up. Get your channel up to 500. Nice. Recording. Oh yeah, Texas sounds about right. 7 bass. All right. That's awesome. So yeah, I put a bunch of corn on the rod. That's my best rod, and I was expecting nothing, and I got nothing. So here we are. Only thing catching fish are the plastics. But I caught that big bass on a salt and pepper shad by Strike King. All right, this is also made by Ian. I like this one. A little tail. I I think it could have more motion, but Let's check it. Let's hit it. There you go. What do you guys think? Let's cast it close. But yeah, that big bass that we caught last week. Can't stop talking about it, but I thought it was a carp when it first hit. Hold on. I placed 150 order of Asian fishing port like 1.5 weeks ago, and I'm still waiting for it to arrive. Total of, oh wow, nice. Oh, Gekabine jig has. Those are made by Daiwa. Yeah, those might be better than iFish jig has, by the way. Those are no joke, man. All right, let's try this. Jeez, what is going wrong with me today? Oh, here I see. Look how dirty this water is. Look at the color of my line. This line I've never seen it that color. It's always crystal clear. I need to like go to like Round Valley to get my line cleaned up. Oh, I just had a bite. That was the right color, Tuli. Hold on, let me keep up to the chat. I just saw a baby bass try to strike it. I have my polarized sunglasses on, but he missed it. Is he blind? Hold on. Well, if you buy Japanese jig heads, those might be better than iFish jig heads. He does say his jig heads are the best in the world. That's the only thing I disagree with him because if the money's no limit, Japanese do make better stuff. But like those jig heads are like twice the price of his jig heads. All right, let me keep up to the chat. I'm gonna do the old grumpy trick. I'm gonna let this lure drop while I talk to the chat. No, yeah, it's 6 crappie. Yeah, it's fine. It was a long, hard fight, and I have more videos than the best. Nice. We'll check you out, man. Yeah, I'm also behind the live stream. Your line snaps? Hey, man, it happens to the best of us. We had to snap the line when I hooked into when my fish wrapped me around the log. It's all right, Tuli. We're gonna count one of those crappies as a fish that wrapped me around the pole. We got hit by a pole dancer, as Ronya would say it. Ah, I had nibbles. I can't believe how dirty my line got from this pond. That never happened before. It must be really nasty water right now. Like they bite it on a drop. Maybe I'll just let them eat it. And now set the hook. Nope, no fish. Yeah, ones are great. I'll keep buying them. I don't have the money to buy Japanese jig heads, and I don't have the patience to deal with trout magnets sometimes. Sometimes they're great. Sometimes you get a bad batch. Oh, okay, okay. I don't know what that was, but that was a strike. Hold on, gang. That's either a big bluegill. Yeah. Oh, God, come back here. He just wrapped me around the log again. See, there you go. And this guy, you tell your buddy that wrapped me around the tree last time that I'm not happy about that. There you go. Look, he's gonna start. He's gonna start with me. Nice fish. 10 that little lure. You should bump your rod more twitch. I am using here. That's bluegill number 3. How about this too? We'll just call it even. You don't have to update anything since you put one extra crappie. This is what I'm using. I'm using Ian's lure. His name is he makes these the plastics, and I'm using a BG1 jig head. I think it's a 1 gram. All right, gang. I'm on 12%. I do appreciate it. I just want to say it, and I mean it from my heart. Even though Grumpy can be quite a liar with the last cast and everything, but I do mean it. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. YouTube's been taking a little too much of my time, so I was thinking about taking a break, but uh, days like these, I changed that opinion. Last time I was like, big crappie, big crappie, big boy crappie. Come back. I'm not. Okay. I said big crappie, but it's decent sized crappie. Okay. See what I like about BG ones is notice that I got hooked by BG. I hooked fish on BG ones, and I pretty much never lose it. That's why I like BG ones. Do you see me get hooked on crappie with trout magnets and lose them? That's why I like to use these wire hooks. You see that? Little wire hook, never breaks. You can pull in a 5 pound bass on it if you're careful. That's why I keep using them. There you go. There you go. It's a better sized crappie. She's telling you to like and subscribe. Nice. Yes, your lures are working, man. Maybe it's that chartreuse color they want. Thanks, Corbin's Adrenaline Adventure. Uh, I don't think I'm the best, but I just fish ultralight. So technically, you do. Wait, I thought my rod was just making noise. You do catch more fish on ultralight than other. Like I do have like a bunch of worms on the rod there that does nothing. I have a carp rod with a bunch of corn on it, but I feel like ultralight fishing is fun because you always catch fish and just do cast like that and embarrass yourself on live stream. I don't know how that happened. Let's do it again. I think my fat finger touched the bail and closed it. I'm at 11% on my phone, so I'm going to be ending this live stream soon. But I just wanted to say thanks again, guys. Thanks for staying in the live stream. That means a lot. I just got a warning on my phone. I have 10%. Let's try to catch another fish and call it a day. I did catch a good variety today, a nice sized bass too. I caught you a nice sized bass. I think the variety of catches today has been pretty good. Just let it drop. Nice and slow. Oh, got a fish. I'm gonna say it's a crappie. Ah, see, after I said that BG1 doesn't really unhook itself, I got unhooked itself when it did the head shake subsurface. All right, let's get him back. Grump, you're not the best commercial guy. All right, let's go nice and slow. If weather holds out, might take the boat out later. Nice. Come on, one more fish. I just had a strike. Maybe just a tail. All right, let's try to catch one more fish before. Had a bite. Yeah, I like this lure. And the short one, the chartreuse, that's usually not my favorite color to use, but it's working, man. It's working. I'm getting a bite on every cast. Now I just need to land the fish. Let's fix it. Now I just need to land a fish. I feel like I'm burying my neck. Hold on. Huh. Let's let it drop. No fish. Bite. I feel like that was a tiny bluegill playing with me. 63 likes. Thanks, guys. Oh, we got 40 people on the live stream. The views came back. Thanks, guys. Let me see what else you guys say. I may need some of those too, because one pack of Gecko Bean Jig has cost me €3.95, and there's 4 in one pack. Well, who makes the Gecko Bean Jig has? That's my question to you. Are those made by Daiwa or are they made by a third party? Because if they're made by Daiwa, then there's no question you should be buying those. Even iFish sometimes himself uses Daiwa. Next time my in-laws go to Japan, I gotta ask them to bring me some stuff. Yeah, if those are made by Daiwa, then no question. But that's not a Daiwa one because that's almost too cheap to be made by Daiwa. All right, let's do 3 more casts and call it a day. I gotta catch you guys a fish though. I do clear. All right, let's try it. 1. We catch a fish, we end the live stream. Because Grumpy needs his phone. I'm already at 6%. I don't have a battery pack on me today. Skeeter, what's up, man? Oh, wow. While I was looking at that, I reeled it all the way to the tip like a kid. Hold on. Who else is in here? Outdoors with Skeeter. What's going on, man? That was sure they're never. Yeah, so then N9, the noob, then you should stick to those because I think those are better. And oh, wait, that's not a. I thought I was stuck on a log. No, now I am. Come back here. What the? What the hell is that? Oh, no, it's a bluegill. I'm like, no, it's not a bluegill. It's a black crappie. There you go. Man, he's scared. This fish scared the crap out of me. I, all right. That's a very healthy crappie. This is going to be grow up to be a strong fish. All right, there you go. This is it. A little bit of Jersey weeds. But look at that. Smallest crappie of the day. All right, guys. Thanks for fishing with me today. That's our last fish. All right, y'all. Hold on. Let me not drop. Never mind, brother. Just stopping by to give. I appreciate it, man. Steelers, what's up? You should make it not. Maybe next time. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. Look, I look like one of the like Beavis and Butthead, but I don't want to get burned. So, on the next one, I need to run because my phone's at 5%. When my phone dies. I appreciate you guys. Yes, I'm trying. I want to try, but I need to get my phone to work because if a customer calls me in the next 20 minutes, I miss a call for a job, Grumpy in big trouble. So I'll see you guys later. Have a great day. Don't forget to double tap that screen for a like, and I'll be live soon, maybe even tomorrow. Okay? Love you all. Take it easy, guys.